Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Hey, check it, yellow.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Back to Mixon on first down. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Switch.
Watch the safety creep. 15.
From the gun to give to Mixon. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Check.
Hey, 57.
Check.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Danielle Hunter, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd's quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Locke. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. He will not go down.
Have to retape those ankles.
The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into first down and then some. Now Locke. And he finds Parker here, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. He got 29 yards that time. First carry now for Jordan Howard. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Jordan Howard, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Rush in. Rush in.
On second down, Mixon. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Kill.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Danielle Hunter make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Right back to him on first down. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 2nd and 1, Luck. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku, and it's 3rd and short.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Gordon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Well, that didn't take long. 1 play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check 30. Attack. 6 guys. Right side.
Mixon trying to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Joe Mixon, his 11th touchdown of the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. This thrown quickly out to Jones. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 22 yards there, a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Back to throw. Love. Throw left side complete. It's Riley. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Mike, look out!
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Check out! 1-6-7. Quo. Hey, exit. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
Luck on first down. Looking for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. On 2nd down now, Mixon. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Yellow. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Whip. Watch the whip. Kill. Right side.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown.
Quick 6. That's what they call us.
So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, That means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-7.
Justin Tucker set to kickoff.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive is going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
A very solid gain of 27. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. On 1st down, Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. And again, it's Mahomes. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Allen. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Throwing on 3rd down. Love. And it's caught by Parker. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
On 1st down, it's Love. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the 3rd quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
All day, just like that. Just like that.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. They come out here in the I. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Go, go, go.
They'll try to run this one in. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make it very tough. They run with Howard, and he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Jordan Howard, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage.
Joker, 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 Joker. You got it. Right hand.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. K1 short. In there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. On the return is Irvin. A great return there of 22 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Riley, he's got a first down and more inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Tucker with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
57. Sponge. No.
Mahomes now to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check nickel.
Throwing now is Mahomes, sliding out of the pocket. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. Here's Tressway now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Here's Irvin to return. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number 1 for what we've seen this season.
The Raiders on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And again this time to the tailback. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Watch twist.
They'll run with a fullback, use check. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
And yes, everyone, that was the fullback carrying the football. I know it's a dying breed, it's a dying position for a lot of people, but I still think it's valuable and important, especially one who can carry the ball.
And you need short yardage. What makes sense? Go to a big body, let him plow forward just like he did there.
It's still a big man's game.
And he'll be marked down all the way inside the KC 10. A big play that time for the Raiders. 52 yards.
At the 8-yard line.
Watch the ball. Shit.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Let's go, let's go. Let's go.
They'll try and power it in with Juszczyk. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and goal.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. You don't want that. Pick up that. Mike 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Get that quarterback. Go.
They'll try and run for it. This is Juszczyk. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done.
That's where you belong.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here to gain them. Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided? And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 41. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we made one more play, could have had our shutout.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Riley, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. They're going to go for it here on 4th. Luck in the offense is going to stay out there. Flushed out right. And this is incomplete. Dan Quinn's guys unable to come through there on 4th down. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all.
Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Von Miller racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. To try again after the sack. Mahomes. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Now Mahomes. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
A very good return that time. 18 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit 000. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
Check out. Right, 40. Move, move, move.
Luck gonna throw it. Looking downfield for Jones. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called...
This ain't nothing for the back. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in the ice cream whip, triple school. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check.